Hi, my name is François-Xavier Charbonneau, and today I would like to talk about an important issue of mine. Um, since October 17, 2018, marijuana is now legal in Canada, and it's been controversial ever since. It's always been controversial because it's always been seen as exotic, and people didn't really understand it. So now that it's legal in Canada, should it be legal in America? For instance, the United States. Um, why it is controversial most of the time is because people might think it's an addictive drug, and the problem with that is once you start smoking a lot, you might not get the same feeling that you did before, because a lot of people said that marijuana is a getaway drug, which mean you take it to feel better, to fight depression and anxiety. And a lot have been saying that once you don't get the same feeling as before, you get on other drugs, which are related to harder drugs such as heroin, cocaine, and yeah, any other drugs that is really bad. It's also been controversial because here it's legal when you are 18, and a lot of studies might have shown that the human brain is still growing until you're 25, which means that the youth is at risk because the brain isn't fully constructed yet. However, from my point of view, I think it should be legal across America, because the first thing that comes to my mind when I read this article by Honest Marijuana, which might seem biased, but it's not, because they show both sides of the story. But I will focus on my side right now. And they talk about improved quality and safety control. Before, on the black market, you didn't know what was hidden in it, and from this article citing, there's a less of a risk of serious problem occurring due to overdose of unknown substances hidden in the marijuana that is sold on the street, which means that you know what you're buying for, that you shouldn't worry about stuff that might cause, like they said, overdose or other strong problem, and because the government is now controlling this issue. Another thing is the tax revenue, and that's, I think, is really important because we pay a lot of taxes, and we need to find a new way to make more revenue. And I think marijuana is a good way, because here it says that legal sales of cannabis produces amount to close to 1 billion in 2015. And that's enormous. That's so much money that you can use for educations or roads, or build more buildings and stuff that's really important for a society. Another thing is that it might be a way to stuff the black market, because when you buy that kind of stuff when you're younger, and I know from past experiences, is you think you buy it from a friend or your brother's friend or whatever, but in reality most of the time is you buy it from someone who knows someone who knows someone, and most of the time this person is related to gang activities, crime organizations, and even terrorist organizations. So if it is legal across America, which is really known for their gun violence and gang activities, well, we can't put them out of business, because they're not going to have money. They're not going to make money out of it, so they need to make money out of something else. Also, it's been talked about as how it is addictive, like I said, but it's not. There's no sign that's been supported to say it is. For example, Debating Europe is a website where everybody can, and which means professors or doctors, anyone can talk about this debates on these websites, and it says here that tobacco is more addictive than cocaine, but there is no sign that marijuana causes psychological addictions. And the funny thing about this is tobacco is legal, and the government make a lot of money with it. Same as alcohol, which causes also bigger problems. Now, it says that tobacco is more addictive than cocaine, and cocaine has already been shown to be really addictive. And there's no sign that marijuana is, so we should maybe focus on the good stuff behind it. Also, I think now that the black market might be out of business for this kind of stuff, or the police spend a lot of time with drug control, and I think now that marijuana is legal here, and if it could be in America, the police and the courts may focus more on violent crimes, actual crime that matters, because it's more important to catch sexual predators or terrorists than catch a young person who sells marijuana for a living, I think, in my opinion. So I think we definitely should, more countries should think about these solutions. I think we can, as a society, grow up with this, and to think that marijuana might be a solution to pay less taxes, and maybe now that it's legal, we should use it to actually find if it can cure problems like cancers. We don't know that because it's always been illegal, so we never tested anything, and now that it is, maybe we can save people. So, thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great day.